So I'm starting to figure out that real estate probably isn't for me. And the reason why I'm talking about that is that if you've been following me, I'm currently going through a like a little problem rental property, and it's not the tenants. And the tenants were actually really good for as long as they've been with me. And then they did move out, and um everything was going really well until I found out that the roof had a leak. And right from there, I was like, okay, cool. Roof is leaking. Let's see how much it is to patch it up and fix it. And then little did we know, the more and more we investigated, the house, when I bought it, was like a post fire rebuild, right? Like almost everything was fixed, and then apparently they just like put wood boards and pillars around burnt areas. So those were the stuff that was starting to like just deteriorate in the roof, and that's why I started leaking. And then when I asked my property manager, like, can we sue the previous owner? We looked into it. Previous owner's no longer living, so I can't do that. And then I'm stuck with the house. And then go to contractors, find out how much it is to do a full tear off and new roof, and they're quoting me anywhere from like 20K to 30K. And these are houses in Ohio that are like 100K houses. So it's like a third of the house just to replace the roof. And then I was like, you know what? I'll either, I was weighing whether to just take the big L and just pay for the roof, or take the L and sell it as is to any investor that wants to fix it. And the more and more I brainstormed with my property manager, who's also a real estate agent out there in Ohio that helped me get some of my properties out there. She brainstormed and she found an amazing solution, which I owe her everything for. And she was able to figure out that on that block that I owned a house, there was a family that owned, like, if there's like 6 houses on the block, they owned 4 of them, and I'm one of 2 left. So she went out and messaged them, got in contact with them, and asked them if they wanted to buy the house. There was a lot of back and forth for a while, and then they actually said yes, they will buy it, but for a little bit less than what I bought it. I bought it for 105K, and they're going to buy it for 97K and on a lease to own, which usually I'm not too fond of because I just haven't done it yet, kind of thing. And like, I have nothing against it. I just don't know it enough. And especially the terms are kind of more favorable in their end, monetary wise. And the reason why I went forward with it is because I want the house out of my portfolio. I feel like it would just bleed me dry if I would just keep trying to find tenants and tenants and tenants every year, and then try to keep doing that over and over again, and potentially have months on months of it being empty. And then again, godsend happened. The people that bought the house, guess what? Own a roofing company or work for a roofing company, something like that. So they said they're cool with that leak, because obviously when you're selling a house, you have to tell them all the problems. They're cool with the leak because they could fix it. They have like other houses, the other houses in that block are like the same build kind of thing, and they made that, it's like a roof and then it's an attic. They made that attic into a bedroom. So they said they're going to do the same thing, and they're cool with it. So I'm like, all right, that helps me out. I don't have to pay for this roof. These guys are going to take care of it. It's going to be a lease to own, like a rent to own. So I am going to carry the note, like the mortgage, but they're going to pay me rent and equity. So they're going to pay me rent of $1,000 a month, and which will go towards me paying down the loan as I normally would, like monthly, and another $1,000 that goes to their equity to the house. And since they have to pay $97,000, they'll have to put a $1,000 deposit. It will take about 8 years to pay me off if they just do 1K a month. And I'm cool with that because in the in the sale and all the papers that are going to get notarized, it says that they are going to treat the house like they own it. I'm not liable for any fixes, anything like that. I'm just holding the note for them, the mortgage note, and that's it. They're going to take care of the rest, which gives me a huge breather for me. Like, and like, I know I said real estate's not for me, but and that's because like, it's not. I'm way better at stock options, crypto, and a real estate I would love to continue doing, but I think I would rather just do like syndications or figure out ways where I'm actually more passive, maybe like note holding. But the reason why I got into real estate was for the tax benefits. But I went on a tangent there. But the beauty of this is I talked it over with a few other people that I trust with like money and thought processes. So I was like, so I'm already paying down the mortgage regularly, monthly with the rent that they give me. And then I was like, so what? Like I still get that $300 cash flow. I usually just put that into a high yield savings so I can make more money off that money for the capex for the rental properties. But since this one's kind of out of the portfolio, that could just go into a regular high yield savings and just grow from there. And then I was asking like a few people that have done similar deals and stuff like that, what would you do with the extra money that is going towards equity? I was like, would you just throw it right at the mortgage right away and just keep paying it down like that? And a lot of them actually said no. And I was like questioning it. I was like, why not? Like the whole point is to pay it down earlier. They're like, yeah, you're still going to pay it down on year 8, like 7 or 8. You could pay it down then. I was like, so what are you going to do with it? They're like, you should open up a separate high yield savings account and throw all the money in there, and or just put it in the high yield savings account that you have and just let that keep continually compound until it's time to actually pay off the house. So in like the 8 years from now, if I just pay off the mortgage regularly, I'm going to take off around like 10 to 12K from there. So I only owe 74K, 76K. So it's going to take off, let's just say it's 10. I'll be at 76K. No, 66K. And then all those thousands of dollars that added up per year, like $12,000 per year, up until like probably like year 8, could be compounding like anywhere, whatever the high yield savings is going to be at, anywhere from 3 to 5% every year. So I'll be making a few hundred to a few $1,000 a year. Well, definitely a few $1,000 a year, just having the money sitting there. And then when it's time, you just do the payoff, the exact amount, and I'll probably have an extra 5-10K from just the compounding growth of the money that was sitting there. So then they started talking to me. It was like, there you go. It's like you're already selling the house for like 8K less. You probably would make all 8K back or more, having this money sit in a high yield savings account. By the time the lease to own, like, the terms are up. And I was like, wow, that is genius. Like, yeah, like I got super lucky in the sense that my real estate agent is amazing. My property manager is amazing. And I have friends that understand the money system as well, and opened my eyes to, yeah, put it in a high yield savings so you could make more money and recoup the money that you lost in the sale of being below your cost basis. And again, I lucky that all these things fell into my lap. But again, I really don't think real estate is necessarily for me unless I could partner up on things and then get those type of tax write-offs, which I'll probably end up looking more into and figure those things out on my own. Because a few people always told me that I spread myself way too thin, doing a lot of crypto, doing a lot of stocks, doing a lot of options, doing a lot of real estate. Maybe I need to just hone in and just stick to two or one of them and just perfect that craft and really blow it up from there, you know? And then I could always eventually get back into whatever the things I've stopped. But this was just like a rant, a story on why real estate might not be for me anymore, but also how I got lucky because of the network that I've made helped me think outside the box on a lot of things and helped me get out of a very sticky situation. So that was it, guys. If you guys learned anything, if you guys like the story that I just told, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the story. Let me know how lucky you think I am. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.